Hello and welcome back to this week's edition of More Than the Score presented by the Telegraph Herald. I am this week's host, Brenden West, and sitting alongside me is our state softball expert, Tim O'Neill, and it looks like on the Wisconsin side we had a state champion, doesn't it, Tim?
It absolutely does, Brenden. It's been a while, but finally we got another state champion across the river. Belmont ran up to Madison for the WIAA Division V state softball tournament and got it going quickly. The Braves opened their semifinal with 4 runs in the first inning. They later added 4 in the 5th and 7 in the 6th to take a 15-0 6-inning victory over Tri-County in the semifinals. In that one, Mackenzie Shalna went 3 for 4, including a 3-run inside the park home run. It was her first of the season. She finished with 4 RBIs, and really the Braves just took it to Tri-County. Sadie Wilborn, Peyton Johnson, Nikki Kniebel, Abby Althouse, and Mackenzie Ryder each had 2 hits apiece. Wilborn drove in 3 runs. The Braves, with 15 hits and 15 runs, those are both Division V state tournament records.
Wow.
And they didn't just get it done offensively. Sadie Wilborn has been an ace for this team for the past several years. She did it in the circle up at Madison. She struck out 10, did not walk a batter in a 2-hit shutout in the semifinals. So just an absolutely dominant performance from Belmont as they opened up their state tournament run last Thursday.
Yeah, and it looks like they were able to carry that dominance over to the championship game. What happened there?
Yeah, it was a little slow starting in that championship game offensively for the Braves. That was one thing Coach Jeff Hodgson said, is that their pitcher Sadie Wilborn and catcher Abby Althouse, they do a nice job working together to really keep the team in the game until the offense gets rolling around. And in that championship game, Blair Taylor, a very good team, their pitcher opened the game with a perfect game through the first 3 innings. You know, Belmont couldn't get a base runner until finally the 4th inning. And then in the 6th inning, the floodgates kind of opened up. It was a 6-run inning. Started by Peyton Johnson laying down a squeeze bunt, and the wheels just kind of kept rolling from there for the Braves, and they finished that one off. Wilborn, Johnson, and Althouse had 2 hits apiece, and Kniebel drove in 2 runs for Belmont. It was a 7-1 victory over Blair Taylor. It was their 4th trip to the state championship game and their 7th trip to state overall. The Braves also won the Division IV title in 2002. They were state runners-up in 2006 and 2007. And, you know, you want to talk about dominance again. With 22 runs and 22 hits in the 2 games at the tournament, that is also a Division V tournament record. And looking at what Wilborn was able to do in the pitching circle, in 2 games she went 13 innings. She allowed 6 hits, only 1 run. It was unearned, so not even an earned run. She allowed 2 walks and struck out 14, so absolutely dominant. And I caught up with her after the championship game and got her thoughts on it. Here's what she had to say.
It hasn't fully hit me yet. It kind of feels like we're still supposed to play another game, but we're not. And it feels amazing. It feels incredible.
Once again, another pitcher's duel in this one. You and I can't pronounce her name for the other side, but you were both shutting each other down, and then finally the floodgates opened in the 6th. Just what was it like playing this game?
It's incredible. All the fans are cheering us on. Both pounds had a huge crowd, and it was just a lot of emotions going in, but you have to keep calm and focus on the game, and then we got it.
Talking to Coach Hodgson, he says that you and Abby behind the plate, Abby Althouse, you guys keep your team in it until the offense can come around, and today that was kind of the case.
Yep.
You give up that first hit, and then Abby throws her out stealing right away. It was kind of a mirror of what happened on Thursday in the semifinal.
Yep.
What kind of a weapon is she behind the plate for you guys?
She's huge. Me and her have been pitcher-catcher for 4 years, all of our high school, and she has an amazing arm, always has, and I know when somebody gets on, she can throw them out.
You guys make it to the 6th inning. It's still 0-0, and then the floodgates kind of opened. A bunt from Peyton Johnson opened it up. They threw it around a little bit on that. 4 errors in the inning. I only had you guys for 2 hits. You scored 6 runs, sent 10 batters to the plate. Yep. So how special was that inning for you guys, especially knowing it's late in a state title game?
It was huge. In the dugout, we were kind of joking. We feel it. It's coming. And all of a sudden, boom, we got hits, we got some errors that helped us, and it helped us in our favor.
So that was Belmont pitcher Sadie Wilborn. Tebow, anything else you want to add about this magical state tournament run for the Braves here?
It was just a fantastic season for Belmont. You know, they finished, I think it was 26-1, only one loss. Their only loss came in the regular season finale, so they did a lot of winning. They got it done in the postseason. And, you know, looking at some of these performances, you got to imagine when it comes time to do the all-area team later this summer that the Braves are going to have a lot of representation. Sadie Wilborn made a strong case to potentially be our first Wisconsin Player of the Year in a long time. And Jeff Hodgson, their coach, was Coach of the Year 2 years ago when Belmont went to state. And it's going to be hard to argue giving it back to him for what I believe would be a record fourth time after the Braves won the state championship. So, you know, even though this season is over, there's still going to be more honors coming for the Braves. And not only that, I mean, it was a big week overall for Belmont. The baseball team qualified for the state baseball tournament for the first time in program history. And in talking with the players at Madison, you know, what the baseball team was able to do in the sectional tournament leading up to the state softball tournament was really pushing the Belmont softball team once they got to Madison, and they were hoping that what they were able to do in Madison would help push the baseball team. Unfortunately, the Braves fell short in Grand Chute, Wisconsin on Wednesday to Mineral Point 6-2 in the state semifinals. Mineral Point, another area school, obviously, is having a fantastic season. They're undefeated. You know, playing Thursday's state championship game, so still a lot of exciting action going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Great seasons on the diamond. You know, more to come definitely this summer as we turn to the Iowa side of the river and cover our area softball and baseball teams. That's going to do it for this week's edition of More Than the Score, presented by Telegraph Herald. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, TH Sports. But otherwise, I'm Brenden West, and this is Tim O'Neill. Thanks for watching.